Hello. Welcome to another edition of Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction. But during this World Cup, it's going to be mostly called Soccer As We Like It because Man United are not playing. But we will be following Manchester United players and do watch players for the countries when they take part in competitions in the World Cup. Right, let's get right into it. As you know, breaking news: um, Karim Benzema has been injured and might not be taking part for France, which is a big blow for France. The holders, they're already without Pogba, they're already without what's his name? They're already without Kante, they're already without Christopher Nkunku. So they are already short. So everything depends on Griezmann and Mbappe. Um, left to me, it was all suggested we all thought Martial would be called up as replacement for Benzema, but for some reason he was not called up. It's still not late. We still have up to tomorrow for them to make a final decision if they need, because they got 25-man squad. They're now down a man who's not going to play. Apparently, Benzema not played in the last 6 games for Real Madrid. I'm going to read out something for you quickly. Right, let's quickly go over here to my second screen. I'm going to read it out for you. However, Real Madrid has missed the last 5 of the last 6 games, playing only the last 28 minutes in the 5-1 championship win over Celtic early in November. So he's not been playing for a while. Benzema had a stellar campaign with Real Madrid last season, scoring 44 goals in 46 games in all competitions. He helped guide them to La Liga and Champions League double. Nice. France, already without Paul Pogba, N'Golo Kante, and striker Christopher Nkunku because of injuries, opened the campaign against Australia on Tuesday. Manager Didier Deschamps decided not to replace injured Benzema in this World Cup squad. I find that a bit bizarre why he's not replacing Benzema with Martial, who's ready. I'd rather Martial goes because Martial didn't play in the 2018 due to the fact that Jose Mourinho decided to ship him off to the bench and play Sanchez, and he wasn't selected for the France World Cup. So I really thought Martial could make this team, and he's not there. It's quite sad. It's just unfortunate, poor lad. Anyway, let's move on to other things. So Martial it'd be great if he joins France, but if Didier Deschamps says they're not replacing Benzema, then they're lost. Right. Let's move on to Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho apparently closed all his social media platforms. A close source to him are saying he wants to focus on his game. He's been dropped by England. He didn't make the Man United the last couple of games. His form has deteriorated after a few games. He's getting a bit of criticism, and he feels going on social media and seeing his teammates in England sharing champagne. You saw the wags. Wags are wives and girlfriends of footballers. They called it the wags back in England. So he saw the wags going to the airport with suitcases stacked where I don't know where they're taking that shit to because there's fucking no space in that place. But people just stupid anyway. But I'll digress. So seeing all that on social media and you see your mates going to the World Cup training and you know you should have been there or could have been there, you're there in the Euros, you're not there in the World Cup, which is the biggest tournament for every footballer's career, and you're not there, it does hit a spine. You're not in your country's team. You're not playing your current team. You're being dropped. So he probably needs to spend time, family, reset, recharge, and need some uplifting, maybe some motivational speeches, which I do quite well. So if you can, Jadon, if you know you need someone to motivate you and inspire you, you could come to my classes. I run a motivational class. So, you know, it goes. That's just anyway. But going forward, if that's what's going to make you focus and get ready for December when the games come thick and fast and furious, so be it. While you guys are watching our channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Please subscribe to our channel. We're on all the social media platforms. We're on Spotify, we're on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. We're on everywhere that we can find you guys. So if you're looking anywhere, just look for Soccer As We Like It. Just do follow on YouTube, subscribe. It takes you 5 seconds. Anyway, the World Cup has arrived. We're in Qatar. 2022 is the first time we're having a World Cup in November, and the first time it's been held in an Arab nation. Strangely enough, today, for the first time, BBC UK refused to show the opening ceremony. Whether they are against the human rights, we all understand the human rights thing that going in Qatar, people dying and all that stuff during the construction, because Qatar is not a football nation. They had to rebuild, they had to build 20 new stadiums. I get it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. This should have all been decided long time ago. We knew this was going to be, they banned alcohol. Budweiser, who's one of the biggest suppliers of sponsors of FIFA, can't even supply alcohol to Qatar. Football is a culture. Drinking, it is what it is. Sometimes people overdo it. I get it. But at the same time, you need to have a good time, celebrate it, have a bit of. I don't drink like that, so it doesn't matter to me. But it is what it is. So they banned alcohol. Budweiser who sponsor FIFA with 40 million. I don't know how they're gonna look, how that's gonna work out. They're still trying to figure out how they're gonna get that done. I think the fans are allowed to drink. I think you're allowed. You're not allowed to drink outside the stadium, in the stadium, or certain miles. It's all too much for me. It's a lot. But the World Cup has to go on. The opening day today was the game between the host Qatar and Ecuador. Ecuador, who qualified on behalf, they went past, they beat Chile, they beat Colombia, who people expected to get to that World Cup. They make it. So let's give credit to Ecuador. Ecuador playing the hosts. It did seem strange, but Ecuador played well. They scored 2 goals. They had a goal disallowed in the 3rd minute by Ened Valencia, who's the top striker. He scored 2 goals. He scored a header. He scored a penalty. So he's the leading scorer. And the first guy, he goes in credit to score the opening goals in the first 2 goals in the World Cup 2022 to Ened Valencia. Is he going to score more? I think Ecuador will struggle. I think they will struggle. I'm sorry. I think Qatar will struggle to get out of this group. I don't think they're going to get any. I think they also created the record. They're the first host to lose opening. They're the first host country to lose the opening game. So even South Africa didn't lose the opening game. I mean, it is what it is. It is Qatar. What are people expecting? Come on now. So yeah, it is what it is. I thought Qatar. The standard is, you can say the standard is low. You can say the standard is low, but Ecuador took the foot off the gas in the second half because they didn't want to humiliate them. They could have scored 6 or 7, but they just like, we'll just conserve our energy. You know what I mean? So yeah, it is. It is what it is. It is a World Cup that shouldn't be there, but we're there now, so we're going to try and make the best of it. You know what I mean? So they're in the same group with Senegal and Netherlands. Whoa! So it would take magic, a miracle, and some dodgy refereeing decisions for Qatar to get a point in that game. I can't see them beating Senegal. I can't see them beating the Netherlands. I cannot see that happening. Our first United players going to be playing tomorrow. That would be the England are playing tomorrow. England are playing Iran at 7 a.m. Central Time USA, which is 1 p.m. UK time. Yes, 1 p.m. UK time, 7 a.m. Central Time USA. And I will be doing a live watch along for that game. So tune into this channel. We'll be doing a live watch along for the England-Iran game. What else did I was going to cover? I was also going to talk. We talked about Sancho, we talked about Martial, we talked about Qatar, we talked about Ecuador, we talked about the game. The next game in that group is going to be Senegal and Ethiopia. And Senegal's talisman, Mane is injured, so he's not going to play. I feel bad for Senegal. That's so sad. That really sad. But all this, he got injured playing for Bayern Munich, which is his club. Should the league have closed earlier? This is why this tournament shouldn't have been in November. But I'm tired of going back and back. So let's just call it as it is. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Nice and bright and early. Let's have breakfast together. We'll have our big breakfast, our English breakfast, our sausages, bacon, eggs, tomatoes, and some toast and some tea. And we'll call it a day and start the match with England. England, come on, they got to beat Iran. I mean, come on. If you can't beat Iran, then fucking go home. Got to beat Iran tomorrow. So we'll see. I know in that lineup, I know Maguire and Shaw will start. Will Rafa start? We'll see. But we'll see that lineup. I'll catch you guys. Have a nice day. World Cup has started. Let's tune in. We'll watch the United players. If United players are playing, we'll talk about. We'll try and do as much watch alongs. But all you guys need to do is keep subscribing to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. From me, it's goodbye and good night.